Good morning, Graham Doessel, MyCRA Specialist Credit Repair Lawyers in Brisbane. We're the only law firm in the entire country that work exclusively in the area of default removal, judgment removal, inquiry removal, and of course repayment history information removal, or RHI. That's the nasty little sucker that'll stop you getting financed if you're just 14 or 15 days late in making your payments. So today I want to talk about why I believe the credit reporting system in Australia is grossly unfair to good, hard-working Australians. And I suppose it's a multifaceted answer again. If you're a good, honest Australian, which I'm sure you are, and you get into trouble, the creditors are supposed to jump through a number of hoops to offer you hardship, to make sure that they're actually there helping you before they go and default list you. And from that respect, the credit reporting system is good because it's supposed to be fair. The downside is that there are no real checks and balances in place that stop a shonky creditor just default listing you, or a shonky debt collector just default listing you. They have obligations with the credit reporting bodies that say they must have done this and this and this and this and this before they default list you. But how is that checked? Where are the checks and balances? I know for an absolute certainty that the checks and balances are deficient, because we remove defaults every single day based on the fact that the creditor can't prove they follow the legislation. Now, we have it on fairly good authority that a lot of debt collectors don't even follow the rules, because they know that even if I get 10,000 defaults removed a year, it's a drop in the bottom of the bucket for most of them. So it's not worth them having to follow the rules. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. It seems right, because we get a lot of defaults removed from debt collectors. But what makes it hard is that you don't know the rules. You know, you're not taught the rules on how this works, so that's grossly unfair. How can you follow them? How can you play a game if you don't know the rules? And if you don't know what the rules are, and the creditor tells you it's like this, you're going to believe them because you expect that they're going to be telling you the truth. So that's, I suppose, why I think it's so grossly unfair. You don't know the rules. You don't know how the game is supposed to be played. There's so much legislation in place to protect you, the consumer. But if you don't know that legislation, how the heck are you going to make sure the creditor honours it and follows the legislation? You can't. So that's where you need to come at someone like us to enforce your rights. There's a lot of good law firms out there with a lot of good slogans like, I think it's Morris Blackburn, "We fight for fair." I think it's theirs. That's bloody brilliant. I wish I came up with that first, because that's what we do with you guys. We're not Morris Blackburn, and they don't do credit repair. But we do. You know, we level the playing field. We know this stuff back to front. We have clients coming to us saying, "Look, you know, I thought I'd call you. We know you can't help because I owed the money. I didn't pay the debt. You know, I was in hospital. I was sick. I didn't have any money." I say, "Look, you know, the mere fact you're in hospital and you're sick, that's a red flag straight away, saying, hey, the creditor should have offered you hardship. They should have given you options." "Oh, they did, but I didn't get time to do this." And it doesn't matter. You know, there are still rules. We have to look in to see whether or not they follow those hardship obligations to the letter. And if they didn't, they don't have the right to default list you. Yes, you still owe the money. Yes, you got to pay it back, unless it was fraud or something. But in most cases, if you owe the money, you got to pay it back. But that doesn't mean you have to have a default. And if you don't know how to get that removed, that is grossly unfair. So give my team a call. MyCRA Specialist Credit Repair Lawyers, 1300 667 218. That's 1300 667 218. We're the only specialist credit repair law firm in the entire country. And I think I missed my corner. And we can get your default removed in as little as 30 days, maybe 7 days or less. And you can get your life back. Call my team today, 1300 667 218.